So we welcome you to Greyhound Field for tonight's football game between the Newport Greyhounds and the Yellville Summit Panthers. It'll be coming up here in about 29 minutes. Greyhound football is brought to you by George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet Buick GMC truck dealer at 870-523-2792. George Kell Motors. And we appreciate everything that George Kell Motors does for us. We have a special presentation coming up in momentarily. Ben, just make sure that you know when that's going to come up, and so I don't miss that, but it's going to be 3 or 4 minutes from now. Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, providing care and comfort in your family's time of need. Check us out on the website at jacksonsfh.com. White River Health is an organization where patients choose to receive care, physicians choose to practice, employees desire to work, and visitors and families feel welcome. We provide health care services to meet the health needs of families throughout North Central Arkansas. We're located at 1710 Harrison Street in Batesville. For more information about our services, visit our website at whiteriverhealth.org or give us a call at 870-262-1200. White River Health, caring beyond health care. Arkansas Steel Associates been a community-minded leader in Jackson County, including supporting the Newport Greyhounds for many years. Arkansas Steel giving back thousands of dollars to support our community programs. We salute Arkansas Steel for their community support as they salute the Newport Greyhounds. Tonight we'll have the first Community Bank kickoffs. Fathead Pizza Big Hit of the Week. Bratcher Real Estate bringing you every Greyhound touchdown. Greenway Equipment Company brings you every first down. Merchants at Planters Bank with the first half recap. Bank of England Mortgage Company presenting a quick wrap-up. The Greyhound Lending Team, the class of 1990, Kenny Thaxton and Cheryl Smart-Looper. Unity Health, the Newport Player of the Game in the Subway and the Newport Walmart Coaches Report. And then always remember about Robert Turner bringing you the plays of the week each and every week here on Cable 15 TV. We welcome Ben Black to the booth. Hayden Schultz is on the field, going to be part of a very special presentation coming up. We're going to honor Donnie Schultz tonight for his time and his service to what he has done all these years to the city of Newport, the Newport law enforcement agencies, and to Newport High School, Ben.
Absolutely. You know, Donnie's been one of those servant guys, just gone above and beyond to give back to the school and give back to the community, and just glad to be able to bring it to you here on Facebook. As you can see on your screen there's Hayden. And I don't know, I guess, does Donnie know that he's getting this as of now, or does he still
probably knows now.
Okay. I know they didn't tell him up until, at least when he got here. So, but just special night for that family, and proud for Donnie and the Schultz family for sure.
Football game brought to you by Connie Waters Family, Cable 15 TV, and the Greyhound family. I want to say thank you to Connie and her family for the ongoing support of our youth, our schools, and our community. You're appreciated by all of us in the community. Temp Pro, the Laster Brothers, and they now have available financing on HVAC upgrades. Give these guys a call at 501-827-3213. Still a minute or so away from the presentation. Want to remind everybody, if you're looking for a termite policy, you're looking for somebody to just come spray some bugs, how about Lonnie Hahn at the Pest Detective? Give him a call at 503-1800, and I guarantee you he can save you some money over those higher-priced companies.
Oh, absolutely. Lonnie takes care of all my stuff for me anytime I have an issue. He's, quick on it, and like you said, he just beats the competitor head over heels, and just try to do business with your local folks. Lonnie's a local guy, and been in business here in Newport for a long time, and has expanded his business, outside of Newport, but just good folks, man. Good folks from Jackson County, and always enjoy him coming by just to get to visit. Lonnie used to play a lot of basketball, he and his brothers, and I get to hear some old stories about the old days. Lonnie Hahn, 503-1800.
Newport Food Mart, the Shell Station, the best crispy, crunchy chicken from Ali at 1020 Highway 367 North. In Newport, their phone number is 870-495-3907. If you got a big order, you need a 15-piece dinner or a 25-piece dinner, call ahead and they'll have it ready to go for you. It's good chicken in the bin.
Oh, man, hot and ready. Like you said, you got a big order, just call them and they'll have it ready when they tell you it's going to be ready.
Still waiting for the presentation here, and we're just playing this thing by ear. So we got to kind of listen to make sure that we're on cue. And we will not talk through it, but we'll try to. We have to film from this side, so it'll be the best that we possibly can do. But Donnie Schultz has been a tremendous leader within our community and a big supporter of Greyhound football, our city of Newport, the Newport High Schools. And looking forward to him receiving special recognition tonight here at Greyhound Field. Got a football game coming up. Josh Nation, of course, will be on the camera again. Anthony May back in the booth this week as the producer and the director.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. It's less pressure on us guys of us having to try to figure out what's going on. But Hayden will join us here in a little bit. Again, we said Hayden can't be with us right now because he's down there on the field. We're 23 minutes away from game time. Hopefully that we're still on the air because we got copyright music there blaring in our ear, but we're just doing the best we can with the information that we had. So want to remind everybody about some of our great sponsors that we have, including the Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware, where you're more than just a building center. They have paint, carpets, go along with everything you need for building projects, from minor repairs to major renovations. Think Ace is the place on Highway 367 north in Newport. The Churchman family. And Fletcher Land Surveying Arkansas. Experienced professionals, competitive rates. Mark your property lines, locally owned and operated by former Newport Greyhound Kenny Fletcher, located at 223rd Street, Newport. Give him a call at 870-523-5625. The Doyle Family Farm, saluting the Newport Greyhounds. The Doyle family is extremely involved in our Greyhound programs, from Pee Wee to senior high hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farm. Then Lou Allen and Company for accounting services, tax preparation and planning, management consulting services, and payroll, representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street. You can give them a call at 523-6764. And Howard's Glass, Rick Bass, carrying on that great tradition that Howard's Glass Company has had for many, many years. Fast, friendly, affordable service. They do plexiglass, windows, mirrors, storefronts, shower doors, picture frames, you name it. Quality glass at Howard's Glass Company. And Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, auto, home, life, business renters. Where your shield, where your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue, 870-523-6514. And Dr. Kelly McKinney at 2308 Highway 367 north in Newport, 870-523-6574. Friendly staff, very knowledgeable, great for young ones, makes everyone feel at ease while getting top-notch care. You'll enjoy going to the dentist at Dr. Kelly McKinney's. We're still behind schedule here on what we're going to do. Ben, we're going to talk a little bit about the football game, I guess, before Hayden gets up here. It's a football team that's a 5-3 record. They're 1-4 in the conference, but let me tell you, anytime you play in this conference, you better be ready to play.
Oh, absolutely. You can overlook nobody. And Hounds coming off a tough loss last week with, at Melbourne, a football game that just nothing went our way, and we felt like we were the better team, but, not always. The better team doesn't always win, Dave. But tonight you've got Yellville Panthers coming in here to Newport. Got some history with these guys down through the years. They've been in our conference several times, and I don't know that Yellville has ever got the best of the Greyhounds. So I'm hoping that the Hounds can continue that and just, come away with a good, clean win and not get anybody injured and just keep moving forward, just 1 week at a time.
I think we may just be about ready to go. We're still not ready. So let's do this, Anthony, if we could.
Talk about Stowe Stables.
Let's talk about Stowe Stables. And there's Randy C. And we'll go to the field for the presentation to Donnie Schultz. Still not ready in the booth over there, so
we'll just wait right here.
Yeah, not going anywhere. It's the Hounds in Yellville. Coming up in about 20 minutes. Presentation was supposed to start at 6:35. We're at 6:40 now, almost 6:41. Got to get everybody in line, and that's why sometimes when
they're going to present the colors here first.
Have a presentation of the colors coming right up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Newport High School, and welcome to legendary Greyhound Field for tonight's game between the Yellville Summit Panthers and your Newport Greyhounds. Yellville Summit comes into the game with a 5-4 overall record. They're 1-4 in the conference. The Greyhounds are 5-3 overall, and 3-1 in the conference. Would everyone please stand for a moment of silence? The presentation of the colors by the cadets of the Newport Army JROTC, the Pledge of Allegiance, join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. The colors tonight will be presented by the cadets of the Newport Army JROTC. The American flag is carried by Cadet Catherine Anders. The Arkansas State flag is carried by Cadet Alyssa Craig. The Newport JROTC flag is carried by Cadet Ashlyn Embry. The right guard is Cadet Audra King, and the left color guard is Cadet James Ashby. Now your national anthem by the Newport High School Band.
National anthem, and there you still see the flags out there, and then we're still waiting on our presentation to Donnie Schultz.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the presentation. The entire Schultz family on the field.
Newport High School would like to recognize one of our outstanding employees on his retirement. His hard work and dedication to our school has been a blessing. You've always been able to see the love and care he has for our students each time he stepped into the building. One of our favorite stories he likes to tell is that he had a young lady at the elementary school greet him every day. He would go to tell her how much he loved her for tennis shoes, so for Christmas she surprised him with a matching pair. At the high school, he shared such a special bond with Shania. They were always laughing, and the running joke was about how many boyfriends she had. They were always so happy to see each other. At the high school, he spent many hours at the football field, in the gym cheering on the volleyball teams, basketball teams, and on the field watching baseball and softball. Through his ability to make such great relationships and the positive impact he's had, he gained the respect of all the students he served. We're looking forward to the book he's planning on writing when he retires. Just one of the girls. It's the title, and he sure has lots of stories to share from all the shenanigans that we have pulled on him. We thank him for his dedication, his support, and all the laughs he's given us. We'll miss him so much. Join us in honoring Lieutenant Donnie Schultz for his years of service with the Newport School District. Mr. John Bradley, our superintendent, will present him with a plaque. At this time, the Newport Police Chief, Larry Delaney, would like to present Lieutenant Schultz with a plaque that says, presented to Lieutenant Donnie Schultz on this 28th day of October, 2022, for 15 and a half years of dedicated service to the Newport Police Department. Once again, a big round of applause for Donnie Schultz.
Going to conclude the presentation to the Schultz family, and they'll get some pictures down there. We've got Greyhound football action coming right up, and we'll start just like it's from the beginning, and here we go. I just want to remind everybody, welcome back, and I've got a couple of announcements to make. Brian Prince says he's watching from Harding Academy. His grandson got moved up from the junior high team this week, and I guess after last night, so he's playing tonight at Harding Academy. Nancy Jones is watching from up in Fayetteville. Linda Sampson is watching from Ireland. And Doug Dowdle, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, Dowdle, watching his adopted team from Virginia. He was on the air all last week watching and making great comments about his adopted team, and we welcome you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Dowdle, Dowdle from Virginia, and we have folks watching all over the world on a broadcast. Hayden Schultz joins us back in the booth. Hayden, a small crowd tonight, but nonetheless an opportunity for the Newport Greyhounds.
Yeah, Houndtown just kind of ending, and I figure that a lot of people kind of show up more towards game time. But was talking with Coach Reardon and said, we need to get back on track this week. This is a game that we need to get our, motor running again. I thought that defensively last week, we played an exceptional game. Those guys made a few big plays. Kind of really stopped the rushing attack that they had. And I don't really think they threw for that many yards, honestly. Offense not getting the ball very many times against Melbourne. Second half, I think we ran 13 plays or something like that, and a lot of that was mistakes on our own end.
Right.
And this is a game, clean things up. You got to take care of business and, get another conference win here and see how things play out. You never know with Melbourne playing Quitman tonight how things will roll, but you got to take care of business here first. So
absolutely.
Ben, you look at these two teams. I mean, on paper, you look at comparative scores, which really don't mean anything, and you think, this is a pretty good football team that we're playing right here. I mean, this is just not somebody that we're just going to just run over. So the Hounds are going to have to play well tonight to win this football game.
Oh, absolutely. You got to play well every Friday night. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You're always playing yourself. You're trying to get better each and every week, and each and every snap, you're trying to, just do the little things right and do the things that great football teams do and that we're capable of doing. We just got to get everything all together. And like Hayden said, I'm eager to see us get our motor running and kind of get back in action of, Greyhound football.
Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care at the beautiful new location at 1920 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Our friendly, caring staff offering a personal, dynamic, optometric practice on the cutting edge of treatment and technology. For all your eye care needs, make an appointment by calling 523-3333. Like our Facebook page at Customized Vision Care of Newport. And the Newport Recycling Center. If you've got some glass you need to dispose of, electronics, metals, we offer a paper shredding service also. Available hours are from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. For more information on the Recycling Center and the City of Newport, visit our website at newportarcity.org or give us a call at 870-217-0070, supporting the Newport Greyhounds, the City of Newport. And again, guys, we're a little bit less than 2 minutes away from kickoff time. I mean, it's just important that the Hounds get off on a key, fast start in the football game. Agreed?
Absolutely, yeah. You just got to start and get that ball rolling and just keep it rolling, Dave. Last week, I'm not going to keep talking about it, but we got off to a pretty good start and drove the ball down the field and just, had a turnover there, and it just seemed like the wheels just kind of fell off from there. Things just weren't going our way, and that happens in football games. But you want to see a fast start and a good, finish that first drive, and, boy, it just makes the rest of the night seems to go a lot smoother.
We'll name the captains here momentarily, but a quick reminder, Delta Trailer Manufacturing, located at the Newport Air Base Industrial Park, celebrating well over 50 years of service. Dale and Mary Eves, Amy and Todd Norris, 523-8941. Go Hounds from Delta Trailer Manufacturing. The meetings of the mind, Hayden, at center court, as they say.
Yeah, from left to right, got Karun Spearman, Jalen Pollard, Matthew Riley, and Jacob Ozier for the Hounds. Guys, I didn't get a roster for those guys unless you've got it. Okay.
Pretty good.
And from left to right, they have Camden Norberg along with Tristan Fellows, and I believe that would be Robert Howell.
We're just about ready to go. We're less than a minute away from kickoff.
Yellville's won the toss and is elected to receive.
Hounds will be kicking from right to left on your Facebook screen or your YouTube screen. We appreciate all the folks for tuning in once again to watch us here on live stream. Been doing this for 42 years. I actually started doing this when I was a freshman in college, which was 1974. That's a long time ago, isn't it? Didn't do it full time. I did in 74. I did full time as a color commentator on radio with Raymond Massey, former coach of the Newport Greyhounds. Hey, do you remember 1972?
My parents were born in 70, so.
Probably not, huh?
We've read the books.
That's what I meant. Have you read anything in the history books about it? Yellville is on the field. Yellville Summit, the Panthers, and here come the Newport Greyhounds. And the crowd is filling in somewhat after the Hound Town, just like you said, Hayden. And anyway, it's just an opportunity for both clubs to win a football game, and it's a big game for the Hounds because it's the next one in the line of trying to hold on to one of the higher seeds.
Yeah, and you know, Yellville Summit, watching a little bit of tape that I've watched of them. Dead T, Wishbone, I-form. They're going to run the play clock down. They're going to limit our opportunities on the offensive end, so it's big, you know, coming out defense. Get a stand here. Go a 3 and out and get a punt, and let's get things rolling on the offensive end. I like that they wanted the football first.
Well, we'll get our kickoff team. We'll try to name as many of those guys as we can. Sometimes we don't get everybody's name on the kickoff team, but we'll try to this week. Hayden's the only one that can see well enough to name the kids. I guess, Ben, you could probably see pretty well.
Looks like DJ Marshall's going to tee it up for the Hounds. Andre Rodriguez was on the sidelines, and he wasn't suited up to play. Got a little injury report. Tonio Phillips won't be here tonight. He's got the flu. And C.J. Young is real sick as well. So don't know how much time that he's going to get on the field. We've got Crichton, Kendall, Braxton, Elston, Spearman, Curtis, Sampson, Perez, Curry, and Drennan.
That's a good group. First Community Bank kickoff coming right up where community comes first. On banking done right. 201-6262 First Community Bank.
Marshall to kick it deep. And it's going to be fielded around the 15 and bobbled. Now picking up the fumble and getting up to around the 25-yard line. So something that we hadn't really been accustomed to, Ben, is somebody only getting the ball, you know, near the 25-yard line. You know, we've been pooch kicking here, and Marshall kicks it deep. Defense gets down there and corrals, and 26-yard lines where the official mark will be.
Yeah, I like just putting them back deep and just putting that pressure on them. You know, it gets their back up against the wall, and it limits the play calls that you can make. And, you know, they're going to try to do everything they can to get the ball to midfield and go downhill from there. But as of now, they've got to go uphill a little ways, Hayden.
A single back form here for Yellville, and looking for the halfback pass and throws it up, and it's incomplete. And I was about to say right before the snap, you got to watch anything in this game. These guys want to win this football game, onside kicks, things like that. And I guarantee you, I watched a little bit of film. They'll do the hideout play tonight. They'll try to hide a guy out on the sideline.
Go Hounds from the state of Michigan, the Wolverines from Mr. Rick Morales, watching our broadcast as he normally does.
That's a good thing for the Hounds. 2nd and 10 now for Yellville, and the clock stopped at 11:51.
We like it.
Yellville hurries to the line.
Looks like
play clock under 8 seconds.
As here's the snap and the dive play.
Nothing fancy there, just a straight dive for a couple.
So he'll get up to around the 29-yard line, give him gain of 3. Now 3rd down and 7. The front tonight for the Hounds looks like Jacob Osher, Tyler Ridley, and Jaden Godare. Looks like Jack Sampson getting a start out there.
I like it.
Along with Dylan Braxton.
Well-deserved start for the young man.
Yeah, Spearman and Elston manning that middle at linebacker. Crichton, Kendall at the corners, and Josh Drennan and Brennan Curry at the safety position. On 3rd down and 7 here. Here comes motion man. Here's the snap and the dive play.
Ball's
on the ground, and we're trying to pick it up and go the other way. And we'll see where the mark is. Hounds got the football. Ben, do you see who came up with it?
I could not tell, Hayden, but that's a huge, huge turnover right there.
Jacob Osher comes up with it.
Man, what a big turnover there for the Hounds.
Yeah, at the 18-yard line, the Hounds will set up shop.
And, hey, that's kind of what we were talking about with, you know, pinning them back deep. You know, there's not a lot you can call from down here on this end of the field. and you have to, sometimes it works out where you can create a turnover there.
It all started with the pressure from Ridley. As Pollard and Marshall in the backfield. Marshall going to go to the air. How about to Kendall? Touchdown Greyhounds, one play.
I like it. 11 minutes to go.
So we got a young man shaking up here from Yellville.
$18 yards of real estate covered by the Greyhounds.
Yep, brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. You can see Mary Reed, principal broker at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport to acquire your real estate today. Or you can also see Lauren Sampson or Carol Ann Young. Call 870-523-5100 today.
Well, a couple of quick plays there. A fumble recovery by Ozier, and then a quick pass from DJ Marshall to Isaiah Kendall.
Hound strike quick and early.
This young man's going to have to be helped off the field, and we'll just keep it right here for the time being.
Boy, I hate that for him and for his team. It's just never fun to come out of a football game in that way.
Well, it looks like he's got a knee brace on. It looks like he's favoring that leg, so it might be a reoccurring injury, Ben.
Young man being assisted off by a couple of his teammates.
Yeah, that's Tristan Bellows, one of the captains, a senior on this football team.
We just hate to see that for anybody.
Yep, makes me sick.
Hounds to try for two now, guys.
You just joined us. It is the first quarter. 11 minutes to go. Hounds lead 6-0 as we await the 2-point try.
Here's the snap. How about Pollard? Pollard hits the hole. 2-point conversion is good. Hounds now lead 8-0. Pollard. I like it.
Well, he hit up in there, and then he found the hole, and once he found the hole, then he darted right towards that end zone, and that's what you got to do on that play. You got to trust that you know where the play is going to be or where the hole's going to be, and he did just that. He looked at one spot, says it's not there, and he said, well, the next spot's got to be one guy down, and he scurried up into that hole for the 2-point conversion.
Pollard trying to make every opportunity count, a guy that doesn't get a lot of touches because you've got, C.J. Young ahead of him, an all-state back. Pollard's a guy that in the conference, I think anybody would take him as their number one. So this guy, this guy's trying to earn some reps here and get some big plays of himself this year.
Yep, he runs the ball extremely well. Hard runner. This is a First Community Bank kickoff where community comes first. Go by and see them, 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport, or give them a call, 870-201-6202. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
Marshall kicking it deep. It's going to be fielded right around the 10-yard line. And has not a lot of room, and it's going to be around the 27. First and 10 for Yellville.
Well, anytime you can start these guys inside their own 30-yard line, I mean, it's just plus territory for the Hound defense.
See if Yellville does anything different here, if they might come out. Old dead T here on 1st and 10. Snap. Trying to get outside. Played very, very well there. It looks like Braxton on the tackle.
Yeah, great job pursuit there by Braxton, just coming up and making the stop for the Hounds.
Unity Health Newport is your local community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. We believe in the power of people to create great care. We work hard every day to place of healing, caring, and connection to patients and families in the community that we call home. Newport, Arkansas, Unity Health. Newport says go Greyhounds. They also bring you the player of the game at the conclusion of the contest.
2nd and 11 here for Yellville.
Dead play, and the Hounds don't fall for. Here's the snap, and now the dive inside, and a big lick there. It looked like 57 in on that one.
Yeah, go there along with a few others there. Jacob Ozier.
Yeah,
Yellville's going
timeout
to
for
take a
Yellville.
timeout.
Well, they're lining up, and what looks like maybe a power eye. What would the timeout be for here? Just to light a fire under the players?
Dead call there, and maybe we're going to talk about maybe they're audible off of a dead call here on 3rd down and 11. Or maybe, draw something up here on 3rd and 11. Want to get the sticks moving, get some momentum. So not necessarily a bad timeout early.
No, absolutely not. Football game brought to you by Sam's Diner, open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday for breakfast and lunch in downtown Newport, offering delicious plate lunch and order off the menu. Sam's Diner, 2nd Street. Dine in or carry it out by calling 523-2373. And remind you that Cable 15 TV Live Sports Unleashed airs each Monday night at 6 p.m. You can join all of us guys. It's Hayden Schultz, Ben Black, Josh Nation, myself.
You can tune in to watch me if you'd like.
Absolutely. And we're looking for a big hit of the week, the Fathead. Fathead, it's one word, and it's all caps.
Double tackle set it here at the bottom. Here's the snap and the dive play. And played well yet again by the 2 inside linebackers, Spearman, Elston, along with Curry.
Just when they're running a power play where they just hit both backs up in the hole, they try to cave a tackle down and send both of your backs in there and hand it off to the tailback. And Hounds playing very, very well defensively right here. Clock moving near the 9.5-minute mark. 4th down and 9 coming up. M&P Bank first half recap. Bank of England Mortgage Company. Cheryl Smart Looper and Kenny Thaxton. 1990 Greyhound lending team. Better check out their rates and check them out now.
On 4th and 9, a high punt. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to mark it as he walks it off to the 42-yard line. So Hounds get good field position yet again.
I love starting on this side of the 50-yard line, Hayden.
Well, the first drive obviously started at the 18-yard line, one play. This one starts at the 42.
Let's get it in one play as well, David.
I'll take it.
I like it.
Subway and the Newport Walmart coach report at the conclusion of the contest following the Unity Health Player of the game.
Kendall and Cried at the bottom. You got Curry at the top.
Something we hadn't seen a lot with Curry on the offensive end. On 1st and 10, Marshall looks to throw, looks out wide, and's got Crite. This Crite is going to be wrapped up, and he's going to be inside the 30 to around the 26-yard line, enough for a Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Love the play call, love the execution there. Nothing fancy. Kendall on kind of a go route, and Crite comes underneath on the out route, and he's open.
Yeah, had Kendall deep, settles to check down. Maybe something that they're working on, maybe for DJ to, read some options here on 1st and 10 from the 26 now.
Look for Curry at the top of the screen, guys.
Draw single coverage there.
Here's the snap. They're going to throw it up to him. Curry, what a catch, but we have a flag. What could it be?
Well, they generally throw it in there like that from the umpire who lines up behind the defensive line. It's usually a holding call against the Greyhounds. It's usually a holding call, and this time it would be against the Greyhounds, and they're going to bring this one back. A beautiful toss and catch there.
What a ball.
That was a great ball and just read perfectly by Brendo there.
I just don't.
I do like this. I like throw the flag, get to the ball, call it, move it
walk
down.
It off. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. I like it. No need for discussion.
Now 1st and long here from the Hounds. Back to the 37 as looks to throw and goes to Crite deep, and it is incomplete.
Just a little overthrown there. 8:21 to go. It's going to bring up 2nd down and
a little over 20.
20 and a few.
20 and a yard.
Hello, Mr. Bob Bradley.
From the 37, Hounds look to throw the football here early and often.
I like it.
As Robinson and Spearman shift. Here's the snap and the give to Pollard. as Pollard hits out of there. Great run there by Jalen Pollard. Gets down to around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close to the original line of scrimmage, so make it 3rd and 9.5 or 3rd and.
Give him 9.
3rd and 9. I like it. Like the play call there.
Yeah, Pollard, man, he hit that hole.
He runs.
Saw that outside gap and hit it.
He runs the football exceptionally hard.
On 3rd and 9 here. Here's the snap. Marshall looks to throw, goes to Kendall, right in the breadbasket. Touchdown to Isaiah Kendall yet again.
25 yards, TD, covering that real estate.
Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. Presented by, check them out at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. You can see Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young at 732 Malcolm, at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport. Give them a call, 870-523-5100 to acquire your real estate.
42-yard drive there.
2-point conversion, Marshall to roll out, and Crichton is held from behind, and they don't call anything. 2-point conversion, no good. Hounds remain on top 14-0.
Well, you get 2 opportunities, one from the Yellville 18, one from the Yellville 42. You start in their territory, and it just certainly makes your job easier as an offensive coordinator, and the Hounds throwing the football and knew that they could throw the football. At least they hoped that they could throw the football against this Yellville bunch. But the Panthers won't go away. They'll play hard, and they'll get after you. 14-0 Greyhounds, and as a reminder that Norman Baker Pharmacy is located at 2200 Malcolm Avenue. Mary Davis and crew making filling your prescriptions convenient by using our drive-through window. We offer to file the insurance for you and the medical drug reports. Get true quality service from friendly caring professionals at 523-9472. Norman and Baker Pharmacy supporting the Newport Greyhounds. And Farmers Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the road at 1501 Malcolm Avenue, Newport. We have tires for cars, trucks, tractors, trailers, ATVs, lawnmowers, and much, much more. Automobile service available, including roadside assistance and mobile services. 523-6735, or check us out on Facebook at Farmers Tire Mart or at the web at farmerstiremart.com. First Community Bank kickoff coming right up.
It's Marshall with a high kick. Going to be fielded around the 22 this time. Not a lot of room to go there as the kickoff team gets down there immediately. And we'll see where they mark him. It looks around the 28-yard line.
7.5 to go here in the first quarter.
Big Jack Sampson in on the tackle. And again, anytime you can start them inside the 30, you have a tremendous advantage defensively.
Yeah, when they got to go 70+, I mean, that's tough on any offense. Dead T formation yet again. Ball is on the ground. Looks like Yellville jumped on it. Goes to the 27, now 2nd and 11. Is that what y'all ran back in the day, Dave?
We actually ran a little wishbone.
Okay. This team will run a little wishbone. Run anything else? Any spread back then?
We ran a multiple offense when I was a sophomore.
Okay.
Spread it out, a couple of 3 receivers. It's a power formation here.
Here's the snap, dive play again. Looks like he was tripped up in the backfield and brought down. It's like Xylan Ross on the tackle, along with Jaden Godare. He's in on every play just about.
Glad he's back this week. We wondered after last week. He got banged up a little bit. We talked about Jeremiah being out for the year. Got to visit with him at the Sonic earlier this week. He's looking forward to his surgery, and he said he's moving on, and he'll be a big supporter of the Newport Greyhounds down the stretch.
That's tough as a senior.
Absolutely.
You know, saw that guy on the sideline still, you know, like you said, still supporting. As here's the snap, and they're going to double pass. Played well by Kendall.
Yeah, just great play there by Isaiah. Just a good read. He saw the pass coming. He kind of jumps up, going to block it, and the kid just, basically falls to the turf after he lands on him. But, yeah, just great awareness by Isaiah.
Guys, right now it is Isaiah Kendall's game tonight, playing well on both ends.
4th annual Christmas open house at Two Chicks, Sunday, November the 6th from 1 to 5 p.m. And Santa Claus will be there from 1 to 2. Don't miss it at Two Chicks Florist. Gifts and more in Newport.
Right back deep for the Hounds. On 4th and long, punt is away, an end-over-end punt. And Cricht goes to pick it up around the 45. Now cutting crossfield, and Cricht with a stiff arm and still on his feet. Cricht is the ball on the ground, and they're going to say it went out of bounds.
Oh, man, that was close. Good return there by Cricht. Had a couple spin moves there and just got the ball knocked loose. And fortunately for the Hounds, the ball went out of bounds. So the Hounds will keep possession of the football with 5:11 to go here.
About a 12-yard return for Cricht, and once again the Hounds get the football in Yellville territory.
At the 43 this time. They've had it at the 18, the 42, and now the 43. We're moving backwards.
Just keep it above the 50.
On 1st and 10 here. Spearman motion to the bottom. Here's the snap. The give is to Pollard. What a hole there. Great job, Matthew Riley. And Jalen Pollard's going to go to the Casa. Touchdown, Jalen Pollard.
Untouched. Jalen Pollard gets it done there, covering some real estate. Bratcher Real Estate, check them out. Check out all their inventory. Check out all their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. You can see Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, or Carol Ann Young at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport. Give them a call, 870-523-5100.
Well, he found the hole, and he hit it hard and
Never looked back.
never looked back. 20-0 Hounds.
Looks like the Hounds to attempt a extra point here. Snap, hold, kick is up. Marshall gets it to go. Kendall holds it there.
I like it.
Kick good by DJ.
Yeah, great kick.
And Jake Keady with the snap. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And those are three guys that hadn't really worked on it a lot because, normally you have Sam Dole was holding for Andre Rodriguez, and Kendall goes out there, holds out for DJ Marshall. So great connection there. Hounds up 21-0.
M&P Insurance Services is dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Local agents work with numerous insurance companies to be able to provide you with the absolute best coverage and rates that meet your budget. Let us provide you and your family with affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance. Give us a call at 523-6771 or come down and visit with us at the corner of Front and Laurel Street in Newport, where you will see the most famous Hayden Schultz in the first office to the right. That'll be you, huh?
Well, that's why everybody tunes in, David.
I know it is. That's what everybody says.
First Community Bank kickoff is Marshall with a high kick. Hits around the 24, fielded near the 21. So breaks the tackle and getting outside. And he's going to get across the 50 and go out of bounds near the 45-yard line in Hound territory.
Good return there by Yellville.
Yeah, the Hounds converge there down on him, and the guy makes a guy miss a tackle and goes the other end, and they're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. So Yellville in Newport territory. The first time tonight is Jacoby Rowland checking into the game for the Hounds. Here's the snap and the dive play up the middle. B.J. Elston, and put him in the clubhouse.
Got him. Fat head. Woo! Hit of the week.
Yep, that's going to be hard to cap this week, guys. That was a lick there.
It says here on my page, Fathead hit of the week, and that certainly was what you would consider a great hit, and maybe the hit of the week.
It's definitely in the clubhouse.
The Hemry boys, Joy and Marcus.
So Looks like we got an official's timeout. Curry will check out. Denton will check in. Don't know if it's a chin strap issue. It didn't seem like it was.
4:22 to go here in the first quarter.
Hello, Dr. Bennett.
On 2nd and 8, the toss play cuts it back up. Great job right there. As looks like Elston's going to be bring him down. But Jack Sampson,
yeah, he set the edge out there. I mean, he's coming downhill. He's hitting his guy in the face. That's exactly how you play defensive end right there. You can't draw it up any better than that, Hayden Schultz.
Outside arm free, make them bounce it back into the meat.
Just perfect, man. And you heard the pop. You know, you could hear the pop from up here.
On 3rd and 7 now.
He's just standing there. He just looks like a football player.
Well, he is. He is a football player. There ain't no doubt about it.
We've got several of them.
Here's the snap. Dive play as he gets near the 40. Mark him at the 41. Now 4th and 4. And does Yellville try to pin the Hounds deep, or do they go?
I think they're going to go for it here. It's 21-0. Clock moving with 3. Nearly right at the 3:20 mark, close to that. We certainly missed our producer, director, tech man last week at Melbourne.
Yeah, because I'm not a good fill-in.
Well, you filled into the best of your ability, and that's all we could ask for. You're just 4 minutes short.
It's like Max putting on your shoes.
I agree with that.
No disagreement there. Timeout on the field. And then just give us a chance to remind you that George Cal Motor Company, they're authorized Chevrolet Buick GMC truck dealer. If you want to order a vehicle, that's what you need to do. They don't get a lot of vehicles in for stock, and that's kind of going to be the directions to go for many, many years, but they order a ton of vehicles. If you want exactly what you want, go to George Cal Motor Company and say, I want to order just exactly what I want, and they'll get it for you. It may take a few weeks to get it in, sometimes a couple of months, sometimes a little longer than that, but they have inventory coming in, but most of it's already sold, but they do have some out there, and got a few more used vehicles on the lot now at George Cal Motor. Tell them we sent them at Cable 15 TV. Tell them we sent you out there. Show me this stuff. Show me the stuff here, John G. Fathead Pizza, one word, all caps, great pizza, fresh hot sandwiches, and a salad supreme that's second to none. Come watch the Greyhound football games at Fathead Pizza. Or give us a call for your order at 201-1313. Local guys supporting the Hounds, the Hembry Boys.
There's only a few numbers I know by heart, but I know that 201-1313. I guarantee it.
I know where it is on my phone. It says Fathead Pizza.
On 4th and 4 from the 41. Here's the snap. Quarterback trying to get outside. Played well by Brendan Curry, and it doesn't look like he got enough.
See where they mark the football.
Looks like
Going to be close.
37. It's short if that's the official mark. Hounds get the football.
Hey, great hold there by the Hound defense.
Did we get a penalty for that? Great hold? Oh, you're talking about the defense held them. I got it now.
Yes, sir.
Worst starting field position than that for the Hounds.
And it's not bad field position.
No, sir, it's not bad, and it's great that it comes on the hold, as Ben said.
Yeah, if your defense makes a stop and turns it over, I don't care if it's on the half-yard line.
It's a good one, isn't it?
We'll take it.
Looks like Ozier, Ridley, Riley, Carter, and Salinas manning that front as Marshall looks to throw. He's got Crite open. As Crite is going to go the other end, and it's a connection, and it's a touchdown.
63 yards from DJ to Kylan Crite, Ben Black.
Just a great toss and catch there. Crite made a good move at the line of scrimmage to get the touchdown.
Covering a lot of real estate again.
Bratcher Real Estate touchdown presented by Bratcher Real Estate. See Mary Reed, principal broker at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport to acquire your real estate. Give them a call, 870-523-5100. You can also see Lauren Sampson or Carol Ann Young.
Drennan to hold this time. Marshall kick is up and is good. So the connection, once again, Keedy, Drennan, Marshall. Extra point, good.
I like it. Makes you a little more versatile when you can, get out there and kick you an extra point. Sometimes the situation calls for it.
63-yard. We've not mentioned Greenway Equipment Company tonight because we've not had an actual first down.
We've had one, the out route to Crichton.
That's right, early. Yep. One Greenway Equipment Company first down and 4 touchdowns.
Sorry, Greenway. Just been touchdowns.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give them extra love on
that. Yeah, we will.
Normally we give it 15, 20, 25 times a game.
Jesse Gates and all the crew at Greenway, and beautiful new store that they have. What an investment by the Connor family and Greenway Equipment Company.
First Community Bank kickoff, and looked like an end over an end kick there to the 49. So Yellville does get good field position this time. First and 10, Yellville here from the 49. I keep watching because they bring a guy in and then bring a guy out. I mean, that hideout, they're going to do it.
Would not doubt it a bit.
So here's the snap. Quarterback tries to keep. Not a whole lot there. It looked like Godare.
Just scraping down that line of scrimmage and just finding somebody to tackle, man. That's just hard-nosed football there by Jaden Godare.
C&M Ag Depot at 2900 Highway 367 north of Newport, offering a wide variety of hunting supplies, Carhartt clothing, lacrosse boots, Milwaukee and DeWalt power tools. Before you shop out of town, check out our inventory at C&M Ag Depot or give us a call at 523-6766.
Give him one on the plate now, 2nd and 9 near midfield. Single back toss play, now cutting it up. And yet again played exceptionally well. As Curtis came away with the football, he was going the other way. So they're going to mark him down over the 50 to the 49-yard line, now 3rd and 8.
And the officials were actually looking for the ball. Said, where's the ball? Noah's got it.
Yeah, he was going the other end.
3rd down and long here.
Last week that would have been a touchdown. He wouldn't have been called down. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you are.
I meant it though, but I'm sorry. As here's the snap, trying to get outside, and looks like a no gain on the play. Yet again, played well. That's Curtis, Elston, and Sampson coming from the backside to bring him down. Now a 4th and 8 here. And we're under the minute mark in the first quarter. Hounds lead 28-0.
Pretty good defensive coverage there by those guys.
White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 north in Newport. Looking to hire aides. We offer great benefits, providing services including in-home care, meals and nutrition programs, social and recreational programs, wellness programs such as exercise classes and transportation services for seniors. Call 870-523-4982 for more information at White River Area Agency on Aging.
Here's the snap and a toss play. Played well. How about Jacob Osier? Wrap him up and bring him down. Gonna give him one on the play, but it turns over Hound football.
Hey, another stop there, big stop by the Greyhound defense with 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Hounds have had the football at the Yellville 18 yards away from pay dirt, 42 away from pay dirt, 43 in Yellville territory. They're on 37, their last drive, and now they're on 48. And 4 touchdowns on the board here in the first quarter.
2 for Kendall, 1 for Pollard, 1 for Crichton, and 3 for Marshall in the air. On 1st and 10, here's the snap. Marshall, the screen pass the other way is incomplete. If Robinson could have come up with that, you had a lot of linemen going downfield.
Well, I love the play call, guys. I think it's just it's a good weapon to have in the arsenal. If if they're sending a lot of guys down in the box and bringing a lot of pressure, you just kind of shove that guy to the line and let him float out there in space for a little bit, but just couldn't come away with it there.
Got Curry out here by himself. Another exceptional athlete on this team. As here's the snap, give is to Pollard. Pollard hitting it hard up the middle. So he's going to be brought down around the 43-yard line.
What a good kid, happy kid. We've had him on the sports show and
always smiling.
Smiling. And team player. I'll do whatever I got to do to get in the game. I'll do whatever I have to do. Get an opportunity tonight. That's going to end the first quarter of action right here. We've got a word coming up from ASU Newport.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
28-0 at the end of one quarter, Hayden. It's been all Hounds up until this point. Reminder that Fathead Pizza brings you the big hit of the week. Merchants and Planners Bank, the first half recap. Bank of England Mortgage Company will bring you the quick wrap-up at the conclusion of the football game. Cheryl Smart Looper, Kenny Thaxton, 1990 Greyhound lending team. Good folks at Bank of England Mortgage Company out there at the Village Mall. And their phone number is 495-3931.
On 3rd and 1 from the 43. See what the Hounds do here to get 1. So here's the snap. Marshall looks to throw. Going to air it out, looking for Crite. Goes to Crite. Touchdown to Kylan Crite. Hounds for 43 and a touchdown.
We're going to write all that down. 4th touchdown pass tonight for DJ. 2 for Isaiah receptions, 2 for Kylan. 143-yard run from Jalen Pollard. And it's 34-0 and the Hounds to go for 1 here.
Keedy to snap, Drennan to hold, Marshall to kick, and it is good. Hounds lead here, 35-0, with 11:53 to go in the second quarter.
DJ also 3 for 3, kicking.
Absolutely.
35-0. And the Hounds covered a lot of real estate once again, covering 51 yards. But it did take them 3 plays. Yellville just a little outmanned here tonight. Got a lot of time to play here in the first half. And a reminder, Sonic Drive-In, Newport. Our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. This is how we Sonic. Download the Sonic app and order your favorites to enjoy exclusive perks and offers, including half-price drinks and slushes anytime. Stop by Sonic Newport today. First Community Bank kickoff. Coming right up, got an interview with Mr. Greer coming up at halftime. Also with John G. Pennington from George Kell Motor Company.
Marshall to kick it deep. Line drive fielded around the 17-yard line. And want to play there by Karun Spearman to bring him down near the 25.
Elston with a huge hit there.
Yeah, he laid the lumber on the guy in front of him.
Can the same person get 2 pizzas?
First one's on the Hembry, second one's to be on you, Ben.
I ain't afraid of it.
Okay. Well, if you're just giving them out, I'd like one as well.
Sounds pretty good to me. I'd take one.
We'll all go out and eat, and I'll get it.
I'll be ready, guys.
All right.
Y'all let me know when.
On 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap die play, played well. Yet again, the Hounds controlling the line of scrimmage. Looks like Elston along with Perez in on that tackle.
Harold Gibbs watching.
Kendall and Crite check out. Denton and Perez check in. Go there, Roland, Ross, Sampson up front. Braxton walking down now. So we got a timeout here for Yellville.
For Safe Banking, Merchants Planters Bank offering offices in several locations in northeast and north central Arkansas, including 2 locations right here in Newport. We have the latest technologies in the banking industry while still providing hometown care and service. You can pay with your Visa debit card or now pay with your phone or your watch. Call and get details at Merchants Planters Bank at 523-3601, member FDIC. White River Health and Orthopedic Sports Medicine Clinic has board-certified providers offering the latest in orthopedic services, including joint replacement surgery, sports medicine, osteoporosis care, and robotic-assisted joint replacement for hips and knees. Appointments can be made with Doctors J.D. Allen, Jeff Angel, Dylan Carpenter, Wes Greer, and APRNs Chad Grady and Josh McIntosh by calling 870-793-2371. And State Farm Insurance, Andrew Roach is ready to help you combine auto, home, and save in Newport and Jackson County. Call 495-2024 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Andrew's office located at 3105 Highway 367 north of Newport.
So Maryland Eye there is what it looked like. How about that lick? Once again, go there, Spearman, Elston in on the tackle to bring up 3rd down and maybe 7 from the 29.
If you're thinking about needing a goose hunt for you and your family, maybe your kids, maybe your grandkids, never been on one before, here in Jackson and Poinsett counties, Fallen Feathers Outfitters of Northeast Arkansas. You can call Michael Payton at 217-2854 or Alex at 217-3292.
Snap, die play, yet again, nothing there.
For a goose hunt, if you'd like to have one, coming up.
I'd like to say a special hello out there for one of our viewers, Mia Kate Black. Hello, Mia.
Hi, Mia Kate.
Maggie and Kelsey.
What about the Maxer?
Maxer is watching in the house tonight.
He's in the house with Lolly. I had a good couple of 3 hours with the Maxer today.
4th and 4 now from the 32. Look like Drennan back deep for the Hounds. It's kicked away. Drennan fields it around the 38-yard line. How about Josh Drennan? We do get a flag here. Is Josh refusing to go down? It's going to be more than likely a block in the back here near the 45.
Carl and Sheila Hall watching from California. Old former Newport Greyhound, Carl Hall. How you doing, young fella? Scotty Sullins watching from Heber Springs, Arkansas. Mary Olson watching from Iowa. Joseph Reardon, keep it up, Hounds. How's Joe Reardon, my friend?
Worst field position for the Hounds tonight now, David, 36?
Yes, sir. Had it at the 37 one time. 9:23. Serious about those goose hunts. If you've never been on a goose hunt before, and you think about taking your kid or your grandkid or your grandfather, something that would be great to do here in Jackson and Poinsett counties.
Here's the snap. It's Braxton in at quarterback. What a move right there by Braxton. And now cutting it up. What a run. He turned nothing into something, and a Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Well, the pocket just collapsed on him, and he had nowhere to go, and he just found somewhere to go, Hayden Schultz. Moving the chains there, as Hayden said, for a Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Emily McGee is watching from Marshall, Arkansas. Richie Jones right here in Newport.
1st and 10 from the 49. Clock under 9 minutes to go now in the second quarter.
Amanda Reynolds and Pam Braun watching.
Outside zone play, hat on a hat, and the big man Ridley out in front leading the way as Pollard is going to get inside the 20. We'll see if they mark him near the 12. What a run. You could just see the lineman pulling there. When you got a big man 50 out in space like that, you don't want to get in his way.
No, that flow going that way with a big man leading the charge is a dangerous place to be. 8:40 to go. Clock moving here for some reason.
No, buddy Corey Ryman watching from Baton Rouge. Eric Sanders watching from College Station, Texas.
Sandman.
As here's the snap, Braxton calls his own number, runs the guy over. So he'll be inside the 10 to the 7.
Nothing fancy there. Braxton just on a kind of a little read play. Decides to keep it for himself. And rightfully so. Make it 2nd down and 4 for the Hounds.
Robert Turner, Hunter Smith, Jacqueline Gates, Lynette Beard watching.
Here's the snap, and the give is to Pollard. And Pollard's going to get his 2nd touchdown of the night. And you look inside, and Jacob Osier and Dalen Carter got their guys on their behinds, and great blocking on the right side of that offensive line.
I believe that'll be McDoubles there. Pancakes for, or McDoubles for each pancake. Newport McDonald's has agreed to do that. So those fellas just earned them a couple McDoubles, but the Hounds covered some real estate there. Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. You can see Mary Reed, principal broker, or Lauren Sampson, also Carol Ann Young, to acquire your real estate. Just give them a call, 870-523-5100, or check out all their listings online at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Hey, we get some Bratcher Real Estate touchdowns and some Greenway Equipment.
What did the Hounds
first
go there, 67?
64.
64. As the extra point is up and blocked. And the Hounds remain on top 41-0 with 8:02 to go in the second quarter.
And a reminder, Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street in Newport, locally owned, locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner, Eye Care, offering a full-service pharmacy, including specialty compounds, a large selection of over-the-counter medications, vitamins, and supplies with free delivery. Let us help you be well at 523-5555. Diaz Scrap Metal Recycling Center, located at 3924 Highway 367 North. We buy cars, iron, copper, brass, steel, stainless, electric motors, cans, and much, much more. Give us a call at 523-3858 for more information. Like our Facebook page, and you can see right there on their Facebook page where they show the prices of what they have and what they are willing to give. And they give in real money at Diaz Scrap Metal. And El Puente Mexican Restaurant, the best Mexican food in the world. You can dine in, you can call your order in, you can drive through, pick it up, lunch specials daily with excellent service at El Puente Mexican Restaurant. Thank you, El Puente, for always being a sponsor of Cable 15 TV and Sports Unleashed, the Newport Greyhounds.
Also, I want to send a shout out to my two of my nephews, Jensen Baker and Tyson Baker, watching the broadcast here tonight. What's up, boys?
How's the boys doing tonight?
Jensen had a big birthday this week. Happy birthday, Jensen.
Ross to tee it up for the First Community Bank kickoff and kicks it near the 21-yard line. And played well there. Looked like Perez and Denton on the tackle, along with Noah Curtis.
Cecilia Bunch watching. Woo, woo, go Hounds.
Under 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Hounds lead it big here, 41-0 over Yellville.
Former Newport Greyhound and former Cable 15 TV employee Sean Jones. Go Hounds from Texarkana, Texas. What are you doing, Big Sean?
On 1st and 10 here.
Pat Brown says go Hounds go. And an offsides against the Newport Greyhounds. Not a lot of penalty flags tonight.
And, hey, they just mark it off and go, Dave. I like it.
Well, there's no need for any discussion. It's offside. You move it 5 yards from where it was. You set the clock and then you play.
Looks like the Hounds got some alternate unit guys in there. There's a toss play and not a lot there. Like Perez along with Ozier on the tackle. Looks like Hakeem Doss checking into the game. Antonio Ross as well.
41-0 Hounds.
Along with Decaus Lauderdale. I'm sorry, David.
No, go right ahead, sir. No, those kids are more important than what I've got to say.
Hakeem Doss, you've heard that name before.
I've heard that name.
Hakeem the Dream.
Here's the snap. Played well there by Lauderdale.
Just fought off the blocker. Said, which way you going to go? I'm going to go the way you go. He waited. He shucked the potential blocker and made the tackle. 3rd down and short coming up here. 3rd and 1. 3rd and less than 1.
From the 39. Clock under 7 minutes here to go in the second quarter. Hounds leading 41-0. Here's the snap and the underneath handoff, and he'll have the first down. Ozier and Perez yet again on the tackle along with Elston. And 1st and 10 here for the Panthers now.
Doug Daddle says much better than last week's refs. My friend, I agree with you 100%.
From the 43. Had 12 guys break the line of scrimmage. So here's the snap, not a lot there. Ozier along with Curtis in on the tackle. Ross checking in the game now.
Unity Health Player of the Game and the Subway Coaches Report at the conclusion of the contest. We've got the Merchants and Planners Bank Insurance halftime report coming right up. Then a couple of interviews, one with Buki Greer, Mr. Greer, as they call him over at the high school principal, and one with John G. Pennington from George Kell Motor Company.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Dumps it off, and good defense there. Noah Curtis in the coverage. Make it 3rd and 8 now. Clock stops with 5:37 to go.
Ever tell you guys about the Greyhound lending team? The Bank of England Mortgage Company. They always present a quick wrap-up at the conclusion of the game. And the class of 1990, Kenny Thaxton and Cheryl Smart-Looper. Merchants Planners Bank brings you the first half recap. Greenway Equipment Company brings you every first down. Hadn't had a lot of those tonight, but Bratcher Real Estate been lighting up the scoreboard. Halfback pass.
Goes to throw it deep. Denton back there. This comes up incomplete to bring up 4th and 8 now.
Great coverage from a real good athlete.
Absolutely. Denton just with him every step of the way.
If the ball wasn't underthrown, I think Denton picks it off and takes it the other way.
I would have to agree, Hayden. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Been all Hounds as of now.
Joseph Morris and Samuel Goforth. Nathan McCarville just ended a pretty successful
The Hounds jump off sides.
junior high program. Hound senior high assistants, Tim Branham's the offensive coordinator, LeVar Neal, wide receivers, a defensive back, Rashad Billingsley, running backs, linebackers, and Josh Austin, offensive, defensive line, and special teams coordinator.
As now Yellville on 4th and short, going to bring the offense in to run a play. Hounds did jump on 4th and 8, and it looked like Yellville was going to give the Hounds the ball there. As here's the snap, the dive play doesn't pay off, and the Hounds hold yet again.
Noah Curtis in on the tackle there for the Hounds. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Hounds near midfield. Looks like that may be the 48-yard line.
49.
49.
How'd Big Donnie take it down there tonight? Was he surprised?
He was surprised. Well, you know, nobody told him until we went to the gate, and Lisa told him he needed to come off the field, and that's when he kind of knew something but didn't know exactly, and then start taking pictures and things like that. That's when it kind of hit him. So
Big night for Big Don.
Did he get emotional?
he cried.
He did.
He did.
Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Here's the snap, and how about a jet sweep to Josh Drennan? Drennan getting outside, and looks like in the area of holding, and it's like, I don't think Yellville's had a penalty yet.
They're trailing this contest big time, and the Hounds with the football once again. Greyhound football game brought to you by Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care. By the City of Newport and the Newport Recycling Center. Delta Trailer Manufacturing, Unity Health in Newport. Sam's Diner in downtown Newport. Norman and Baker Pharmacy. Farmers Tire Mart, M&P Insurance Services, Two Chicks Florist, and more. And don't forget, Santa Claus will be there November the 6th from 1 to 2 o'clock. They'll be there from 1 to 5 for a Christmas open house.
Ethan Norris checking into the ball game here.
Going to be a great one.
Here's the snap and the double handoff to Spearman. And now Spearman's got some room, and Spearman now in a foot race. And Spearman still on his feet and brought the yard line. Said that name a few times too, hadn't you, David?
I thought you were going to say Spearman to the 50, Spearman to the 40, Spearman to the 30. Spearman out of bounds.
That's a great play call there. Good design and good execution by the Hounds. Just a little reverse, underneath reverse.
Now these guys get the ball marked. They bring it out there. They know who's going to get the ball. They set the ball down. The official starts the clock. Says, let's go. Let's roll.
Well-versed crew here tonight.
On 1st and 10, that was a Greenway Equipment Company first down. We do have a flag, and it looks like a delay of game. And that is a dead ball penalty.
As always, and also we talked about it last week, you can't have a dead ball, illegal procedure, false start. You can't have a live ball, one of those. They're all dead balls, and it's a dead play. You can't have a play after that.
Great play call as Braxton is finally going to be brought down near the 15-yard line. Spearman and Ridley hooked up with their guy on the outside, and a great block there. Ben, any updates on some scores across?
I'll check it out.
Hooten's or Fearless Friday is, how about just give it to Braxton? It's Braxton inside the 10-yard line.
See that official over there? He said roll the clock there. And that's just a judgment call, and that's what he should do. as opposed to calling a timeout because the ball went out of bounds. Just saying, you know, for the
sake of time.
Absolutely. Fathead Pizza Hit of the Week, B.J. Elston in the clubhouse as we speak. C&M Ag Depot, White River Area Agency on Aging. Sonic Restaurant, Newport Economic Development Commission, located at 201 Hazel Street in downtown Newport. We'll talk more about them momentarily.
Empty backfield. Braxton calls his number yet again. Goes straight up the gut. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Braxton. How about 10 yards of real estate there for Braxton? That's another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown presented by Bratcher Real Estate at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Give them a call at 870-523-5100.
Class 3A football. Booneville leading Lavaca 35-14 at halftime. Charleston 14-0 over West Fork. Also at half. Melbourne 40, Quitman 14.
How about the connection there? Keedy, Drennan, and Ross.
Wow, that's good. Ross with the kick.
Center Point up just by 1 point, 15-14 over Glen Rose in the second quarter.
What was the Melbourne score?
It was 40-14 Melbourne over Quitman.
At the half?
At the half.
Yeah, let me assure you, you know, we played those guys last week. They've got a great football team. Got a great football team.
Rising up 6-0 over Barton in the second quarter.
Really?
Anything on maybe
Hoxie and Ose?
I thought that'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a dandy game.
No score reported yet.
Or a Batesville Southside.
Yeah, what big game in Independence County. First time ever in high school football. Southside versus the Batesville Pioneers. Big football game. Nettleton, Valley View playing tonight in Jonesboro.
Valley View leading Nettleton 20-0 in the first quarter.
Wow.
Hayden and I saw Valley View play against Brooklyn. They're solid.
Pioneers 14, Southside 8 in the second quarter.
First Community Bank kickoff.
Ross to kick it deep, and it's going to be fielded inside the 25. There's nowhere to go, and how about Braxton laying the boom?
You play quarterback, you play outside linebacker, and then you come down, you know, special teams, and you make a big pop.
It gives me a little time here to talk about our Pee Wee Pups going to play in the Super Bowl this Saturday. If you can, make the short drive to Osceola. All these fans that traveled there at week 1 or week 0, whichever you would like to call it, for the high school team, go support these 5th grade pups. These guys are unbelievable. And the future is bright for our 5th grade pups, a chance to win the Super Bowl, as it looks like the double pass, and it's going to be a pass interference.
They're going to get us for holding, and then let me tell you what, had you not held right there, you're going to give up a touchdown. So that's a very smart play on our back end.
Absolutely.
Go support those guys playing Brooklyn in the Super Bowl. It used to be called the Cotton Bowl in 5th grade, but I was told it's the Super Bowl now. Go support those guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed. You see those guys. And
well, that's our future, Hayden Schultz.
I watch a little bit just here and there. And, guys, they've got some linemen that can go. Got some kids who are going to be some big kids. And they've got some speed. They got guys in the backfield, guys who can catch the football. 5th grade who runs a no-huddle offense.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome.
They'll call 3 or 4 plays in the huddle. As soon as the ball lines up after the next play, they can roll another one.
NEDC, we talked about, located at 201 Hazel Street, Newport, 523-10009. You can find links to NEDC, Newport Area Chamber of Commerce, City of Newport, and Jackson County at www.newportarcity.org to find out about jobs and business opportunities.
1st and 10 from the 38. There's a lick there. It looked like Ozier along with Curtis on the tackle. Gets up to the 40-yard line, gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
John Chadwell, Julie Allen, Crystal Taylor, and Courtney Baker working for you. Proud past, bright future, NEDC, downtown Newport.
Looks like Sam Dull out there at a cornerback position. Big Sam saw a picture on Facebook, popped up memories I was in 10th grade, and Sam was signing my T-shirt. I was over there talking to those kids.
I saw that.
It's pretty
cool.
Pretty cool that he's a 10th grader now. There's not a whole lot there, no gain on the play at all.
Sam coming in late for a little action there.
Host of hounds, but yeah, that was kind of, you see that and I go, I'm in 10th grade when that picture's taken, and now you look, and I'm in the booth, and that kid's in 10th grade.
Yes, sir.
Time flies, doesn't it, Hayden?
Well, not only that, but it really shows you how much younger kids look up to these kids when they become Greyhound football players.
I don't know how much Sam Doyle looks up to me. Me and him, we give each other a hard time.
Well, that's all right. He likes you. 3rd down and 8 here. Clock you see moving.
Snap, quarterback looking to throw, under pressure. No one there, and incomplete.
Just call it incomplete and let's go, guys.
That's what the Whitehead's kind of saying, hey.
A very seasoned staff of officials here. You can just tell. I mean, well, they did end up calling it, but.
It was the right call. Don't try to give them too much credit, David. You're about to say how good.
Well, that's all right. I mean, they got it right for sure, and it was obvious that it was a intentional grounding penalty. 1:39 to play, or 1:30 something.
Here's the snap. I'm going to boot it away as Denton's going to go get it. As Denton now turning around going upfield as Denton brought down near the 45-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hound offense there.
Good return there by Pooty. 1:28 to play here in the first half.
M&P Bank halftime report coming up here in just a little bit. Then a couple of interviews. One with Mr. Richard Greer, one with John G. Pennington. George Kell Motor Company. And sometime in the second half, I want to talk a little bit about Stowe Stables and how you can saddle up and ride a horse.
We can do it.
I might be interested.
Come on.
You don't need to.
Max Black literally loves it. Mia Kate Black literally loves it.
Yeah, it's fun for all ages. There is no age limit.
There is for David.
Yeah, I'm over the limit, Ben.
We'll get you saddled up on one of our old horses. And
About the run there from Spearman, refusing to go down as he gets near midfield.
not going to put you on a young Bronchi colt just yet, Dave. We're going to get you on we'll start you on an old seasoned mare.
Maybe a goat.
Sheep riding? You interested in doing any sheep riding, David?
I might be. I might be. Only riding I'm going to do is riding around that 2004 Yukon. Boy, I like to have a crash yesterday. I had a guy pulled out in front of me right in front of the local grocery store here. And, well, I'm telling you,
Denton up the middle.
Denton hits it, and that's a Greenway Equipment Company first down near the 30.
football game brought to you by White River Health and Orthopedic Sports Medicine Clinic, State Farm Insurance agent Andrew Roach, Eye Care RX Pharmacy, Diaz Scrap Metal, and El Puente Mexican Restaurant. One
of my classmates, Alex Kuntz, says he's watching the football game tonight, joined the broadcast all the way up in Indiana. It's a long ways up there, bud. We'll be looking forward to seeing you here in a few weeks for that duck season opener.
First and 10, here's the snap. How about Denton again? Denton getting outside. Denton's going to walk into the end zone, and another touchdown here for the Hounds.
Pooty goes 30 yards for another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown.
Bratcher Real Estate. You can see Mary Reed, principal broker at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport. You can also see Lauren Sampson or Carol Ann Young. Give those gals a call, 870-523-5100. Check out all their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
54-0.
It's the most we've scored in a game, David.
Yes.
It's the most we've scored in a half, too.
Looky here. Get in there.
It's definitely high enough, and it is good. Hounds lead here 55-0. I know we talked about this before with 31 seconds to go. What's the most we've scored in the game? It was the high 60s.
Ever?
Yeah, I think it was 68. Am I wrong?
I know Gosnell scored 60-something on us one time here my junior year. It might have been my sophomore year.
Seems like in the late 60s we might have thrown a 70 maybe on Pocahontas one time.
Okay.
Maybe 71. I can research that, though.
Hounds on pace for 110 tonight, but I don't think we're going to get there.
I can get my good friend Amanda Reynolds to help me, and she can research that. I think the Hounds scored 71 in 67, 60, 66, 69, 70. Before me, those guys who were always heroes.
That's not much before you.
No. 71, 72, 73 in high school.
There's another First Community Bank kickoff. We've had a bunch of them tonight as Ross kicks it deep, fielded near the 25-yard line. And looks like Lauderdale on the tackle. And 1st and 10 for Yellville. At the 34-yard line, looks like where they're going to mark it.
That looks about right.
On 1st and 10. Yellville elects to go to a knee here and run the clock out to end the first half. Hounds leading here 55-0 as we'll take this time. And
Merchants Planters Bank halftime report coming right up.
Merchants and Planters Bank was founded in 1946 by farmers and business owners because they needed a community bank that knew them and understood their business. A lot has changed since then, but Merchants and Planters Bank is still employee-owned and operated, and we're still committed to knowing and understanding the needs of every customer we serve. Great rates, fast turnarounds, and experienced local bankers ready to work for you. That's why you should choose Merchants and Planters Bank. Stop in any of our 12 locations or contact us at mnpbank.com.
If it were basketball, we'd say from the opening tip it's been all Greyhounds, Hayden.
absolutely. I mean, the Hounds come out. Defense has played very, very well along with offense, almost scoring at will at times. You know, with some guys down, some injury bug and some flus hit the team. And, you know, I'm just proud that the Hounds come out and handle business like we thought that they should. Hounds lead here 55-0 at the half.
Yeah, Chris Driver had mentioned earlier here, he said, you know, what about the sportsmanship rule and the clock running? And that doesn't take effect until the second quarter, second half, so that will be coming up.
You can agree to it if both coaches agree to it in the first half, but I'm guessing that Yellville did not agree to it.
Okay. Well, we've played a half, and it's 55-0. A word from Shelter Insurance, and then the interviews with Buki Greer and John G. Pennington coming right up.
Shelter Insurance has covered a lot of miles and a lot of cars and drivers since 1946. We like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Mark Manning about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
Welcome Mr. Richard Greer to the program, the Newport High School principal. And Mr. Greer, it's my pleasure to get to see you, sir.
It's my pleasure to be here.
It's been a long time since I've got to visit with this young man, and he's got a very interesting story. But Newport Greyhound back as the principal, the leader of our school. Kind of tell us about what Richard Greer's been doing for the last few years before you came to Newport, Arkansas.
A little bit of everything.
That's exactly right.
I spent quite a few years in administration. So, it's been a journey. I've been in Augusta for the last 12, 13 years. I've done everything there from math coach to principal of elementary, principal of high school, K-12 principal. So we did a lot of good things there.
You graduated in the early 2000s, great football player, great student here, and kind of share with us along the way, where did you decide that education was what I wanted to do? And you kind of tell us about that.
You ask loaded questions. So the reality is I didn't go to school for education.
Okay.
In fact, I went and got a business administration degree with marketing, emphasis, and management. And I started with Murphy Oil as a district manager for them, making really good money.
Okay.
Really good money. But something was missing. There was always an element that I knew I needed to do. And I found myself, even with them, always teaching, always coaching, always training. And there was a point where I just felt the pull on my heart that I need to do something different. I want to be involved with kids. So from there, I got into education. Fort Worth ISD, Fort Worth, Texas, I started education in what they call Stop Six. It was the middle of the hood. But I found my place, I found my gifting, and I found that's what I need to be doing. So that's where it started for me.
You go, you get to Augusta, you spend all those years at Augusta, and then an opportunity comes along, and the question is, obviously other than it's Newport, Arkansas, why now, why Newport? The question is why. Tell us why.
Simply put, it's time.
It's time.
It's time. When I first moved back to Newport, all I could think about was being a Greyhound.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I put my business suit on, went up, met with the superintendent. I made myself an interview. Wasn't anything posted. I just went and made myself an interview because I said, I'm going to be a Greyhound. But what I found out is it just simply wasn't time. I felt like the Lord had something for me, and that door opened up in Augusta. And I went down there, and I was successful to whatever degree you probably would call it. And I found myself having an impact on kids and making a difference, changing culture. We did a lot of things. I had a great team down there. We did a lot of things. And then you reach this point where at some point I know I'll be back in Newport, but I didn't know when. And when the opportunity opened up, I'm going to be honest, it wasn't my desire initially to apply for it, because the most important thing to me is to be where I feel like the Lord has led me to be.
Yes, sir.
But one day I was sitting there in prayer, and I knew I had to apply. Let me say it like that. So I applied for the position and interviewed for the position, and happy to say I'm a Greyhound again.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, sir.
And then Mr. Miller, who sometimes is called the assistant principal and sometimes called the principal. Sometimes, kids may even get you too confused. But talk about him coming also. I mean, and we'll talk with him later. But how important was it to bring a guy with you that you've been with for a while?
Well, here's the reality. I didn't bring him.
Okay.
The reality was I didn't bring him. In a small district I was in, I wanted to be obedient to what I feel like I need to do.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't know other people who had the same pull to Newport that I had. So I wanted to leave that district in the best place for success. So I didn't market a position. I didn't talk about a position. In fact, I think he he got hired about the same time I got hired. But that wasn't something that I did. That was something that I'm assuming that the Lord worked out. That we were able to come together and work together and have an impact together. There's a lot of good people at school, but I'll tell you this, he has a heart of gold, and he has a heart for kids. He's one I don't have to wonder about.
Right.
What side of the fence. My whole administration team is amazing. I mean, teachers are amazing. It's really a good place to be. It's just really a good place to be.
Lots of great things going on at our school, and that's one of the reasons we do this program, to let the folks in the community know that we're better today than we were yesterday, and we're going to be better tomorrow than what we are today.
Absolutely.
Great programs going on, tremendous enthusiasm within the community. How I want to go back to leaving Augusta. How tough was that? I mean, how tough was that on you, the kids?
Honestly, it was probably the toughest decision I ever had to make.
Yeah.
And you know, that's easy for people to say, or easy for people to hear without knowing how many tough decisions you had to make.
Right.
So there was a point in my life where I knew it was time for me to come back to Newport. And you know, we just called our bosses, put resignations in our job, and say this is what we're going to do, and we trusted our house to be sold. You know, that was tough. But coming to Newport, while it was full of joy, it was probably the toughest thing I've had to do, because I built such relationships in my last school, and you know, and I've had those kids since they was in kindergarten, and now they're seniors, and you know, programs was going well, and we was getting a lot of recognition from the State Department. So I knew I had to do it, but it was a very tough decision to make. At the end of the day, I want to do what the Lord wants me to do.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that's just my model. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how I feel about it. It doesn't matter how comfortable I am with it. I just want to be in obedience. So when I got the green light to move towards coming back home, you know, I was really, really excited. But I did wrestle with how do you leave a place that had become like home.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But now that I've been here for 9 weeks, you know, I'm really excited to be here, and I'm really excited for what's happening. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it does. I see it. We feel it. We in the community feel it. We see what's going on. We see the enthusiasm. I think we're in as good a position as we've been in a long, long time, and it all starts with the people, and it starts with guys just like you wanting to come home and wanting to be a part of it. And I talk to older Greyhounds around the world, and all of them tell me, I just wish sometime along the way that I'd had the opportunity to come home, and hopefully someday I will. Even guys that are 60 and 70 years old that have lived away from here for 50 years still talk about that yearning and in coming back to Newport, Arkansas. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Well, I'll tell you this. You talk about people wanting to come home. There's nothing like walking the same sidewalks that you walked 25 years ago in school, being in the same building, partaking in events that meant something to you when you were young, and being able to support kids while they do those events. That makes sense. There's nothing like giving back to a place that's near to your heart. And you know, that's why I'm full of joy to be here, because anything that I do, I choose to do it to impact other people.
Right.
You know, it's not about me gaining anything. You know, I didn't come here to gain anything. I came here to give, and I think that's what makes you know, people better, is people who choose to invest and not take.
You talk about the 25 years and walking those sidewalks, or the same sidewalks and the same buildings that I walked 50 years ago, my friend. Richard Greer, welcome home, my friend.
I appreciate it. Nice to be home.
High school principal of Newport Greyhounds, and let me tell you what, we're headed in a great direction with guys like him. At George Kell Motor Company in Newport, John G. Pennington, we always like to talk about the great things going on at George Kell Motor Company because we're in the center of the universe, my friend. How's John G?
Everything is copacetic.
What?
Copacetic.
Does that mean good?
I don't know. I just heard it before. I hope it does.
You have any jokes for us today?
No.
No jokes?
No. Well, you know what kind of horse Ghost rides?
No, sir.
A nightmare.
That's right.
Nightmare.
I get it.
Some things never change.
Never
Sometimes Saturday morning car shows, here's going to be something doing a little bit different on Facebook, but nonetheless, we just want to say hello to everybody out there, and hopefully you're having a good fall, and things are cooling down, and hopefully we're going to get a little moisture around here. Farmers just about got everything out, so we're happy for them, and hopefully we will get some rain and snow. Otherwise, duck season could be pretty slow. I caught some bass the other day out there at me and Brand's Lake, and they had ticks.
It's dry out there, isn't it?
Dry.
It's dry.
The bass had ticks.
We do need a little water for the ducks, or the ducks aren't coming.
Yeah.
You know, talking about the Mississippi Flyway. There's no Mississippi River. It looks like.
Yeah. It's pretty
John, we
sad.
want to tell the folks here on Facebook we've got a little inventory. We've got a little bit more used inventory than we've had in the past, but we're ordering vehicles. We're doing things right at George Kell Motor Company.
Everything is really, really good. The vehicles are coming in. We picked up 10 or 12 already this week. Got in a bunch of 3/4-ton trucks. Got some more vehicles coming in. Got Terrains. Hopefully we're going to have some more Trailblazers. Those things are hard to get, and I just sold one last week to a good friend of mine down in Ball Knob, and she waited on it forever, and it finally got here. Some of those things it just takes a while to get them. I've still got, I don't know, probably 12 or 15 vehicles on order that are starting to dribble in. So if you want to come in, 23s, we'll start ordering those pretty quick. Hopefully the timeline will be a little bit quicker. They went through this whole supply chain issue with backing up to the COVID and all that stuff. It's happened to everything in America over the last couple of years, but things are good. Deals are good. Now listen, interest rates are going up.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you buy a car, I don't care if you go borrow money to do something with, or if you buy a house, interest rates are getting higher. We talked about first of the year, you could get some 2.5%, 3% money.
Right.
Now really strong credit, you're looking around 6%.
Right, absolutely.
So if you're thinking about buying one, or if you got some money sitting around an OCD that was drawing 0.5, now's a good time to move it because you can get a little interest.
That's right.
So anyway, that's your banking spiel
for the day.
Yeah, like I'm a banker. But anyway, it's a good time to buy a car. Everything's good. Service department is busy. Boy, I tell you what, David, there are cars back there now that have all kinds of dealer names on them.
Right.
I tell you, they're from everywhere.
I know.
There's one back there with Missouri tags on it. There's one from Texas back there. There's a big truck back there from Illinois. I mean, they're just, and I know they didn't come here on purpose. Things happen, but reputation of George Kell Motors and Service is second to none, and these guys are good.
If you're thinking about purchasing an automobile, I personally recommend, Cable 15 TV personally recommends, George Kell Motor Company at the center of the universe. John G. Pennington, great crew, Dean Sides and his family running a great dealership. The greatest people in the world right here at George Kell Motor Company.
Been here a long time, and like I always say, if you walk in a dealership and you see a coat and tie and shiny shoes, run! You ain't at George Kell Motors. I want to throw out one thing too. We've got a play that's going on, and our camera lady is in it too, and so am I, and several of us around. It's a Wonderful Life. We're going to do that at the Newport High School Auditorium, 17th, 18th, and 19th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's a lot of fun, so if you don't have anything to do, or even if you have something to do that first. Come see us. I think you'll enjoy it. We'll have a lot of fun. And Cindy here, Cindy Sides, Dean's wife, is the one that's kind of the executive producer of it. So we're all in this mess together. Come out and watch us have fun.
Right here in Newport, Arkansas, we're the center of the universe. All right, fellas, it'll be a continuous clock here in the second half.
The gentleman's rule.
The gentleman's rule, and we ought to get out of here quickly. First Community Bank kickoff is coming right up. Hounds lead 55-0 at the half, and I don't know what the record is for the most points scored. I know it's more than 66.
What about for a half?
That has to be the record for a half.
Perez. How about Perez, the senior, with a big return over midfield? 57 just pancake blocked his guy, and that's Jaden Godare.
Well, you can count on him. He's going to be out there. He's going to be physical. He's going to be doing his job, working hard. That's what that young man does. 11.5 to go. Hounds up 55-0 over Yellville.
Yeah, Janet Haywood said highest scoring game 2011 ball knob 66-57.
Remember that game?
Yeah, that was
Ethan Norris now split out here at the bottom of your screen. Pooty Denton at the top.
Yeah, Malik Robinson in at the quarterback position. Looks like Elston at the tailback. We have a flag. And a false start against the Hounds.
We'll try to get all the offensive linemen also.
Yeah, Salinas along with Ty Nicholson. Looks like Hakeem Doss. Lauderdale out there. Along with Khalil Johnson. Denton Norris out wide. As we said earlier, Robinson and Elston in the backfield. How about Malik Robinson carrying it past the original line of scrimmage to the 45-yard line.
Good bit of running there by Robinson. Clock's going to continue to move here on the count of the gentleman's rule.
He just want to get out of this game injury-free, and the Hounds will try to take care of this. And it look like the Hounds will be the 2 seed. Melbourne winning big over
So we got to beat Perryville. I mean,
Whitman. Malik brought down for a loss back to the 49-yard line. Hey, but I still think if you lose that, you're the 2 seed, or you're not.
Really? Well, I'd have to look at my iPad because I looked at that today. And let's take a peek.
Behind you would be Quitman, who's a 2-loss team.
That's correct.
And we would beat them head-to-head.
Yeah, that's correct.
On third down, the give is to Elston. How about Elston lowering the shoulder? Refusing to go down, P.J. Elston.
Oh, what a bit of running there
He get
by
a Greenway Equipment Company first down?
That's a Greenway Equipment Company first down by
B.J.
B.J. Elston.
Actually, Newport will go to 4-1, depending on what Perryville does tonight. Perryville could be 3-2, and then if Perryville were to beat Newport, then they would go based on head-to-head unless there's a perfect triangle there.
Hayden, you talk about kids on this football team and your age.
As the give is to Elston up the middle. Big B.J.
I was a freshman when B.J. Elston was born. Freshman in high school.
There you go.
Bryson Romisha, his parents, known them for a long, long time. Good folks.
Another Greenway Equipment Company first down for Elston, now 1st and 10 from the 23. Snap, how about Malik? Malik Robinson. He's going to go the other way, and a touchdown for Malik.
Greyhounds covered some real estate there. Touchdown presented by Bratcher Real Estate. And see Mary Reed, principal broker, 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport. You can also talk to Lauren Sampson or Carol Ann Young. Give those gals a call, 870-523-5100. Check out all their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Keedy to snap, Dole to hold, Ross to kick as we await the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is blocked. And no good. And the score remains 61-0 here over Yellville.
7 minutes to go. Clock is going to continue to roll here. Hounds up, as Hayden said, 61-0 over Yellville.
Blue Bridge Brews and Bakery lunch drive-through. You can call your order in at 512-9548 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and check them out on Facebook to find out what the special of the day is. .6:30 something, clock moving. Hounds led 55-0 and already with points here in the third quarter. They 55-0 at the half. A couple of scores to pass along for you. What about Batesville and Southside?
Southside leading 21-14 here.
Really?
What about Olsen Hawks?
Was 0-0 at the half.
Wow.
As another First Community Bank kickoff. We'll see him 25-25 Malcolm, and that's Ross to kick it deep, fielded near the 25-yard line. How about Sam Dole?
Sam!
Sam the man, baby. That's awesome.
Is that a Fathead Pizza collision of the week?
Put him in the clubhouse.
I love it. That is awesome, guys. You hear the crowd and his teammates over there, man, excited for that young man.
Big Sam with a pop.
Stuck his head down and got off in there, didn't he?
Got off in there.
And Grant, Ben, you mentioned the excitement of the other players. That's what's important. I mean, that's
what it's all about.
You bet.
Here's the snap and a toss play. Looked like Curtis along with Perez on the tackle.
Hounds send the man on late.
You know, and thus far, and I hate to jinx anything, but I think this is probably the best football that we played.
Yeah, the first half for sure. I mean, no doubt. I mean, just scored it well and threw the football exceptionally well, caught it exceptionally well. Jalen Pollard ran it exceptionally well.
Oh, there was a big leg.
Gee.
Who came off that? 11?
That's Pooty.
Woo. You can put him in the clubhouse for sure. Boy, I look at it and then I go back to Elston's hit early in the game.
He's top dog right now until further notice.
Looks like Jake Keedy checking in the game. Landon Comer checking in the game, a guy who got hurt in the preseason, a senior, getting in there in a nose guard position. Here is the snap and the dive play and trying to go the other way, and he's going to get in the end zone. And a touchdown here for Yellville.
54-yard run. What number?
Number 43 scored it, I believe.
Eli Girth.
So now we await the two-point conversion try. As the dive play and two-point conversion good. Now the score 61-8 here with 2:45 and moving.
Football game.
Third quarter.
Excuse me, brought to you by all of our great sponsors, including Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care, Newport Recycling Center, City of Newport, Delta Trailer Manufacturing, Unity Health in Newport, Sam's Diner, Norman Baker Pharmacy, Farmers Tire Mart, M&P Insurance Services, Two Chicks Florist Gifts and more, George Kell Motor Company, Fathead Pizza, one word, all caps, CNM Ag Depot, White River Area Agency on Aging, Sonic, the Sonic Drive-In, Newport Economic Development Commission, Merchants and Planners Bank, White River Orthopedic Sports Medicine Clinic, State Farm Insurance Agent Andrew Roach, Eye Care RX Pharmacy, Dia Scrap Metal, and El Puente Restaurant. Of course, our corporate sponsors, George Kell Motors, Jackson's Funeral Home, White River Health, and Arkansas Steel Associates. Here's a First Community Bank kickoff.
Denton. And picks it back up and going to get close to the 40. They'll mark him at the 39. 1st and 10 for the Hounds there.
Bank of England Mortgage Company bring you a quick wrap-up at the conclusion of the ball game. The Greyhound lending team, class of 90, Kenny Thaxton and Cheryl Smart Looper. Unity Health Newport, player of the game. And then the Subway coaches report on the field with Coach Brian Reardon. Going to be a quick second half here.
And the refs did a real good job there letting that clock roll.
Norris at the bottom, Denton at the top of your screen.
Elston at quarterback now. Spearman at tailback. Here's the snap. Elston calls his own number. So he gets up to around the 41.
Newport's had 9 offensive possessions tonight and 9 touchdowns.
Look at this. Matthew Riley, the senior at tailback.
Give him the ball.
He's ready to go. How about Riley? Riley sticking his head down, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. I love it.
I love it, man. That's absolutely awesome.
You're lucky he didn't get loose.
I know that's right.
That's the end of the third quarter, and another word from ASU Newport coming right up.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
Following along with Osceola and Hoxie, just a game of interest, 0-0 at the half. We have a later score on it. 21-14, Southside over Batesville still. At Southside, talked to Brad Davidson today, and he told me he was going to, he and his crew were going to officiate the game, and he was really looking forward to it, and that he said they were expecting 5,000-6,000 people, and I wouldn't doubt it. First time that Southside and Batesville, now they've played in other competitions, but never in high school football. And it's a big deal for Independence County for sure.
Never thought that those two teams would be in the same conference.
No, I didn't either.
Stuttgart 28, Lone Oak 24.
Here's the snap on 3rd down and 10, and Elston calls his own number, and the ball on the ground as Yellville going the other way, and Jack Sampson to bring him down near the 45-yard line.
Justin Doyle says to us, I'll never hear the end of that. Thanks a lot, Hayden. Claude Robinson watching. More guys continue to check in.
So here's the snap and a dive play. And going the other direction. Ball on the ground. And the Hounds going to pick it up and go the other direction now. How about Denton?
Causing the fumble. picking up the ball for the return.
And going to be brought down near the 25-yard line. How about Denton?
All right, that's a pretty good play, pretty good awareness there to create a fumble. Have the awareness to get on or pick up the football, not let it go in the end zone, and bring it out and give the Hounds a little breathing room there.
Had he gone the distance, it'd have been almost 100 yards. You can't go 100 because that means you would be on the line and it would be a dead ball. But it'd have been 99 9/10 of a yard. Number 16, former quarterback Johnny Alliston, watching our program tonight.
Here's the snap. The give is to Spearman. Spearman, no gain, make it 2nd and 10.
Football game brought to you by El Puente Mexican Restaurant, Diaz Scrap Metal, Eye Care RX Pharmacy.
Whole new backfield here. It looks like Noah Curtis coming in at quarterback and Perez going to tailback. A couple of seniors. So here's the snap. Give is to Perez. Perez, not a whole lot of room there.
Third and about 12 from the 15. Ball game brought to you by Dr. Kelly McKinney, Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Howard's Glass, Rick Bass, Lou Allen Family and Company, and the Doyle Family Farms. And Cha-Cha, Fletcher Land Surveying.
So we do have a penalty marker, and it looks like a false start against the Hounds.
Well, you're going to have some mistakes when you have some guys that are on the field that normally wouldn't be, in a situation where they didn't get a lot of preparation this week as this particular unit, these 11 guys together. And sometimes you just have a guy moving a little too quickly. And
Osceola leading 14-7 with 2 minutes to go in the third. So here's the snap. Curtis getting out wide with a stiff arm. Noah Curtis brought down for maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Seth Morales is watching.
Big Seth.
Now a 4th down and long here. The Hounds will look to bring on the punt team.
Carol Ann Brandon says Gerald Darnell is watching. Or Carol Ann Brandon Darnell is watching. I want to know, is Mr. Potter watching our program tonight? One of our good neighbors playing Mr. Potter in the play that's coming up here in a couple of weeks.
Well, the Hounds don't look to punt here on 4th down. Give is to Perez. We do have a flag on the play.
Keep moving, clock.
We do have a holding penalty.
And not only does this give you an opportunity to play some alternate guys for Newport, but it also gives Yellville Summit an opportunity to play some of their younger guys.
Here's the snap. How about Sam Dole?
Yes, sir.
He's all over it, baby.
Attaboy, Sam.
Coming down from that cornerback position, just making that stop there. Big stop there by Sam Dole.
Perez on the tackle as well. Here's the snap, trying to get outside.
It's Sam.
Who else?
Again.
Sam Doyle, 2 in a row, baby. Along with, looks like Jacob Ozier.
I think that we've named everybody that is out there, guys. We do apologize if we didn't, but I think we've got them all.
I see some numbers that my program doesn't have.
You know, and we didn't get them. That's my fault. I didn't ask. You know, we had some 9th graders move up after last night. Did they?
They didn't dress.
Okay.
As here's the snap, handoff up the middle. Looks like Perez on the tackle. They were going to move them up, and then I think with everything going on, they just decided not to move them up from last night. Probably because they didn't get home till about 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh, was it real late? Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That was pretty late.
I just made that up, but that's a trip, boys.
Boy, it is a trip.
Yeah, David's going to have to come off of Yukon and go see John G. And
ask him about one today. Ask him about – told him need to pick one up.
There's a big lick there. So it looked like Jaden Godare short of the goal line. Yellville on the inch line. Looks like they're going to get another score here.
Well, you would think so, Hayden.
Which is fine by the time it takes them to score and go for 2 and kick off. The Hounds can knee this thing out. As Yellville does get in the end zone, make it 61-14. David, you going to head down there?
Going to head that way. We're going to bring you the Unity Health Player of the Game and Subway Coaches Report.
Fathead Pizza Hit of the Week, guys. Who we got?
I vote BJ.
BJ's my vote, too.
BJ's my vote, too, because Sam Doyle's going to be my Player of the Game.
There you go.
Along with Jalen Pollard.
As the 2-point conversion is good. 61-16 now. And so all we have to do is just field this kickoff. As David will check out of the booth, and as he slams his mic down on the ground that he gets mad at me for doing from time to time, he just does it himself, but nobody says anything to him.
That's what happens when you're the boss, Hayden.
Well, that's a hypocrite. And under 2 to go here. We've already announced the Fathead collision of the week. As David said, at the end of the game, we will do the Bank of England post-game report. Then we'll go down to David. Get the player of the game. Dole and Keedy back deep for the Hounds. And go there. Oh, they're going to say he was down.
He was going for it, though, wasn't he?
Sure was. And the Hounds could just take one knee and go to the house here. And if we're good enough with the clock, we can not even have to run a play. We'll just see what they're going to do. They do, and the Hounds will have to run one play. Hounds are not going to get this play off. And the Hounds don't have to run a play, Ben, as we will meet at midfield. And we'll take this time to go to our Bank of England postgame report, coming right up. And the post-game report brought to you by Bank of England Mortgage. That's the Greyhound lending team. The Village Mall, go see Kenny Thaxton or Cheryl Smart Looper for home loans and refinancing options. Check out the refinancing rates by calling our office at 870-495-3931 or Kenny Sell at 501-590-3346. Go Hounds from the class of 1990 Greyhound lending team. I want to thank those guys for everything they do for the Greyhounds. Ben, not a whole lot to talk about other than the Hounds, just a dominant performance. Marshall through the air was phenomenal, along with Cricht catching the ball, Kendall catching the ball. Pollard looked like a seasoned back there. Getting a lot of guys to play. I think everyone got to play tonight. Not a whole lot to say than just a team effort win tonight.
Absolutely, 100% team effort, and the Hounds looked good, and we operated like a well-oiled machine. And I think just moving forward, you just can – grow from this and say, hey, guys, we can go out and do this every week. We got to get started and get started early, and that's what David and we talked about before we got on. And then when we started the broadcast, David mentioned just starting early, starting fast, and that's what the Hounds did. They rolled tonight 61-16 over Yellville Summit.
And we'll go to our post-game Subway Unity Health coming right up.
Yes, you can hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Does that mean we're on? Okay, roll it then. Roll it. Players of the game, Jalen Pollard, it's Jack Sampson, Sam Doyle, and guys, anytime we win a football game, we find those players that we thought played well. I thought you ran the ball exceptionally well tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just as a team, having Sino down and, just being able to just learn from him and learn from practice and stuff. It's good to just have us, other players that can, keep up the team spirit and keep up and give it a good win.
I know that anytime you get in the ball game, you give it 100%, and you did tonight. Tell us a little bit about playing so hard.
Yes, sir. Just for the game today, me sitting home, I thought about it real hard. That kind of told me Thursday, Wednesday, I was going to get the start. So I was kind of like, I got a big game on my weekday shoulders, and just being able to get the running ball, score, and just do it for my teammates.
Congratulations, 103 Unity Health Players of the Game. You can go. You can roll it that way now. Get that way. Jack Sampson joining in here with me. Jack, playing defense tonight on some special teams. Talk about your play. You look like a football player out there, and you play like a football player.
Yes, sir. I usually come in off the bench sometimes when we need a rotation, but due to some bad circumstances this week, I got the starting spot outside linebacker. I'm not used to really playing inside linebacker usually, but I feel like I came in and did my job pretty well.
Was it fun?
It was fun, yes, sir.
First high school start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Jack, he is one of the 2 players of the game, and congratulations. I thought you played well, and I thought you got after it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sam Doyle, step in here with me, brother. Yes, sir. You made a couple of big hits tonight. Not afraid to hit anybody. What do you weigh?
Probably like 120.
That's what I thought. They got you on the program, 145. I thought that was a little tough. 120 pounds, but you play with guts and determination and that Greyhound spirit, and that's why you're one of the 3 players of the game. How did it feel to be out there again tonight?
Pretty good, pretty good.
What about when you hit this guy over here? Was it a kickoff that you got the big lick?
I think it was a punt. I didn't even get to wrap him up. He just fell as soon as I hit him. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, it was a kickoff. Yeah.
It was a kickoff, yeah. So what do you think about the excitement of your players on the sideline over there?
I was just trying to get back to defense. They were all huddled up around me. I couldn't go anywhere.
Sam, congratulations, one of our 3 Unity Health Players of the game.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Coach, come join me right here. And Tell your lovely bride I got something for her too. And you'd be like to see that. Coach, we threw the football and we threw it well. And it was just one of those halves that was a pretty dominated half for the Hounds.
Yeah, absolutely. C.J. Young was real bad sick. He dressed out just in case, and that was our game plan. You know, we were down. And Tonio Phillips was also sick. Of course, Jalen stepped up. You saw some big runs from him. We thought, well, we'll just try to throw the ball around a little bit more. We got two pretty good receivers and a pretty good quarterback, so we thought that would probably be a pretty good game plan.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we had game off for a frustrated week last week. You know, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it was kind of like blowing off a little steam, and obviously they're a little bit down right now at Yellville, and coach was a very, very good guy, nice guy, and it was very complimentary on how we handle ourselves. And we got a lot of seniors in there, got some guys that get to tote the rock, and it's a good Friday night, man. Win a ball game, you get to smile, and I think everybody's healthy, and Perryville's going to be a tough game next week.
Everybody played tonight, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes, they did.
Boy, it's just awesome anytime you win, it's a big conference game, and we thought we could be able to do some things, but we got to throwing the football there early with CJ out, and you really not knowing, so let's just throw, and man, our guys got open, and DJ Marshall putting it on the money.
Oh, he's as talented as I've had ever throwing a football. So I love having him around. We were able to get it over with early to get those guys in by throwing the ball, and that was the game plan again. Like I said, good times, man. When you win, you got to be happy. And when seniors got to tote the rock, Matt Riley, put Ozier in on kickoff return. When you let one lineman have the ball, I'm going to tell you a little secret here. The sidelines go nuts, and I walked away from Coach Brandon, and he's still mad at me because they were all. I said, Coach Brandon's the OC. They all wanted the ball, and who blames them? They put in all the hard work, and a lot of people, but they don't get much of the glory, do they? You remember those good old days?
55-0 half, 61-16, I think was the final at the Subway in the Walmart Super Center. Coaches report. Coach Brian Reardon. We appreciate him joining us every Friday night after the game, win, lose, or draw, and then every Monday night on Sports Unleashed. And Coach, just congratulations on another big win.
Thank you. I'll take him, keep smiling, and enjoy the weekend and get ready for Perryville.
And as always, go Hounds.